Hello and welcome to Mountain TV. This is the Steamboat Springs update with Alan Lay, and I am joined today by Miss Shannon Lukens. Now, some of you may know her as the voice of Steamboat, DJ Shandog, if you've been to one of the dance parties on the mountain. But we love her and know her affectionately as Shannon Lukens. Thank you for joining me today, Shannon.
Thank you very much for having me. The kids named me Shandog.
Nice.
Okay, I'll go with that.
We got to roll with it. We got to have a professional DJ name when you're out there, right?
Yeah, I love being the voice of Steamboat, and I love updating people on what's happening in our community with the news, and it is just a wonderful place to live.
It is, and you have become the trusted voice and news source. Not to throw shade on any of the other news sources in town, but there's been some turnover, and I know, at least personally speaking, when I want to know something, I check out steamboatradio.com.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I present the news, the facts. People can make their own decisions.
There you go.
I say what has happened and the press release or whatever, then people can decide how they want to react. We gave a lot of updates on COVID at the time. You can decide if you want to wear a mask or go to the grocery store or, without a mask, whatever you want. So I really try hard to just present the facts.
Now, in addition to Steamboat Radio, you also MC several events around town, including, as we mentioned, the dance parties on the mountain. But what are some of the other events that you enjoy MCing?
Ooh, I got to think about that. I love doing the dance parties on the mountain, and the ski area has asked me to do the balloon events and Base of Thunderhead, and we dance and have fun. It is so much fun. I do so many events. I do a lot of biking events and the Winter Carnival Parade. I do that one. I've done the balloon rodeo for many years, but it's not happening this year.
I know.
I get to do all kinds of fun events, and I love doing it. Love getting out there. People call me all the time.
Now, you mentioned CNN, and you had your roots in broadcasting a little bit before CNN. As we were talking here, setting up, started out in Vail and Aspen, a little bit in Nebraska, and then down in Atlanta with CNN. How did that come about?
Well, I was in Nebraska after college at University of Colorado for 10 months and 2 days. And then when you get the call from Aspen, if you want to work there and be an anchor, like, okay, thank you, Nebraska. I'm heading out the door. And I'm going to Aspen, which was wonderful in the 80s. Did you see Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yes.
Yeah, that was like my life in the 80s. Well, not what happened, but those outfits, that happened, that they wore. So Aspen, and then I moved to Denver because there was a production company that produced more shows for ESPN than any other company, and they hired me to do a ski show, and that was on national syndication, which at the time was a big deal because cable was coming into play, and this company was based in Atlanta. And they would hire me for the winter. I said, I need to be hired all the time. So they said, then you need to move to Atlanta. So I moved there, and then the company went under.
Oh.
So I went to CNN. Actually, WSB is a radio station in Atlanta, a very big one. Worked there for a while and then applied at CNN and started as a writer. I was a news writer, which I'm very proud of. And then, my first night back from maternity leave, they said the anchor didn't show up to relieve Lynn Russell down at Headline News. You're on in 17 minutes. So I went on and I sat down at the desk and I called my husband. I said, call my mom in Kansas City, tell her to turn on the TV, and I hung up. And I anchored, and then they had me back, and I was not the main person. I was not a main anchor, but I did get to do it. And I anchored at CNN Headline News and Airport Network. I filled in for a lot of people, and I'm very, very honored to be able to say that I did it.
How fun.
It was fun. It's really a neat place.
Well, Shannon, thank you so much for spending a few minutes here with us. We appreciate you. We appreciate everything you do for the city of Steamboat.
Thank you.
And I look forward to your reports every morning.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Well, that's it for this week's update. For Mountain TV from Steamboat Springs, this is Alan Lay.